In 2015, Zendaya was little known to anyone other than the Gen Z crowd, having made a name for herself on Disney's Shake It Up. Yet that year, the fresh-faced teenager achieved a career first when she managed to blag an invite to the Academy Awards, being exposed to the world's media after sneaking onto the red carpet to show off her custom Vivienne Westwood gown. Little did she know, however, just how much global attention she'd garner after being subject to ridicule on E!'s Fashion Police. The now-defunct show, previously hosted by Joan Rivers before her death in 2014, saw a panel of fashion experts, George Katsiopolis, Giuliana Rancic, and Kelly Osbourne providing their thoughts on celebrity ensembles, from chic to tragic. Yet when it came to the critiques of the 2015 Oscars red carpet, Giuliana ignited a global firestorm when she mocked Zendaya's look, saying the young actress, who had worn her hair in dreadlocks on the night, looks like she smells like patchouli oil or weed. The comments immediately prompted a huge backlash, with Giuliana accused of making racist stereotypes, while Zendaya hit back with a public statement in which she condemned the Italian-American presenter's remarks as outrageously offensive. This week, 11 years on from the controversy, the scandal has reared its head yet again, after Zendaya opted to rewear her Oscars gown. Zendaya is an avid method dresser, so on the promo tour for her new film, the drama, about an engaged couple, she is planning to wear something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue to each event. Starting with something old, the 29-year-old former child star slipped back into her 2015 look, as she recalled her first Oscars experience. She said, "It was a very important moment for me in my life and my career, but also for my family, my folks. That moment meant a lot to me, so this felt like the right time to bring this one out of the archive. And also, it happened to be a wedding dress." Yet as soon as she slipped back into the look, fans couldn't help but remember the controversy that was sparked 11 years ago, sharing on X, Twitter. "I remember this like yesterday. I already was a fan, but that's when I became a stan." She gave her a nasty read and Giuliana never recovered honestly. I'll never forget E!News host Giuliana Rancic saying that about Zendaya. "I didn't really know who Zendaya was at the time but felt protective of her when I realized how young lovely she was. Girl has done nothing but rise ever since." Giuliana thought she served with that joke, but it was offensive and unnecessary. "To be honest, I hadn't heard of Zendaya until that awards show and thought she was gorgeous and she reminded me a little of Lisa Bonet. It only brought more fame for Zendaya and ended GR." Zendaya stepping out in archival instead of brand new runway will always hit differently. Real style is about taste, not timestamps. I just wonder what Giuliana Rancic would have to say about this now. The fact that Zendaya is still here and G isn't says a lot. Haters gonna hate, right? Haha. Indeed, in the decade that's followed since the scandal, Zendaya and Giuliana's careers have taken very different trajectories. At the time, Zendaya addressed Giuliana's controversial comments in an Instagram post, saying in a statement, "There is a fine line between what is funny and disrespectful. Someone said something about my hair at the Oscars that left me in awe. Not because I was relishing in rave outfit reviews, but because I was hit with ignorant slurs and pure disrespect." She added, To say that an 18-year-old young woman with locks must smell of patchouli oil or weed is not only a large stereotype but outrageously offensive. I don't usually feel the need to respond to negative things, but certain remarks cannot go unchecked. Giuliana later apologized, tweeting, "I am sorry I offended you and others. I was referring to a bohemian chic look. Had nothing to do with race and never would." She also made an on-air apology, admitting she crossed the line and that she had learned a lot about being more aware of clichés and stereotypes, and how much damage they can do.